Hello, I'm back again. So I'm kind of on a mission to make these quick little easy journals. So I've cut placemat into 4 pieces for the cover. I have cut 4 types of thin scrapbook paper, 4 types of solid colored cardstock, and 4 types of printed cardstock. And I ran it through the printer. So I'll show you what I did. I basically, in a Word document, I just made lined paper. So when you first make it, I already have this. I already have lined paper that I can print out if I need it for a project. I basically told it to make 2 columns, so I did so. And then now if you were the first journal we made, remember we folded it in half. I made 2 columns this way so that it would print on each page. Hi, Kim. But because we're using half a page, we're doing it not horizontally. So this is landscape. If you're going to use per page, this is what you want to print for what we're doing, which is 1/4 of a placemat and half of an 8.5 by 11 paper. So I basically, so far, I printed on both sides and cut them in half. So we have 4 colored cardstocks, 4 pieces of thin scrapbook paper, and 4 pieces of thicker scrapbook paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting these together. So I am going to pick just a signature by signature. So we're going to start with this. Oh, I actually have 5 of the thin. Okay. So for the front of one, I like this one. This one kind of says magic, family fun. So I'm going to start with this one. And then we'll add a paper onto it. Let's do green. I didn't fold these in half. I didn't end up going through and scoring all of them and folding them in half. I just kind of winged it. So eyeballed it. And then for our inside paper, I think we should pick what goes good. I think the typewriters go good with the purple. So we're going to do that. So that's going to be 1 signature. Now, I know that doesn't seem like a lot of paper, but we're going to trim the edge up a bit. But when you look, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're literally going to have 8 days here to journal in. So if you use a page a day, you know what? I keep one, Kim, because of the fact that sometimes I start feeling sorry for myself. So I started keeping a gratitude journal because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that ever. So I basically started keeping one when I heard about the Dalai Lama, actually years ago, had said that you should only record the things that bring you joy. And he had done a whole little teaching, and I say little is huge. It's life-changing. So I'm going to cut the bottom off a paper bag, and basically I'm going to cut these paper bags right along the line, and they're going to be the perfect size to put in here as a tuck spot. So I'm just going to eyeball this with my scissors. And these are going to be really easy. Like, these are not complicated journals. That was crooked, wasn't it? It's kind of hard to cut that straight when you're holding the bag. Oops. Okay, so still looks a little wee bit crooked. I don't care. I'm going to take my circle punch. Do I have my circle punch? I don't have my big circle. I have my little circle. We'll just do a little half punch here. Oh, that's a heart. What am I doing? Dana, you doofus. Here's my circle. Okay, so I'm going to punch a little circle out. Well, that didn't do very good. It's a do-over. Wow, it still didn't do very good, but it did make a score line of where it was supposed to cut, so I guess I can use my scissors. You know, sometimes your thinner paper does not work in your punches at all. So that's that. I can't even barely hold on to it without it wiggling around. Maybe next time I'll use a little bit better quality paper bag, Dana. Okay, so this is going to be a signature. So now if we fold this in half, right? Because we can tuck some journaling cards in there. So this is what we're going to count again because we need 30 days. So here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we only have we obviously have 13 outside spaces, not to mention the front and the back of anything you stick in here. So actually we only need 2 signatures. So this is what we're going to do. If you don't have one of these staplers are the Mac Daddy of scrapbooking staplers, and they have this little thing on it. I don't know. These are called long reach staplers. I would recommend that everyone own one, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to show you right now. I got this paper. I keep showing everybody this paper, so I never put it away. See this piece of paper? Look how far that goes. That goes over 12 inches. So no matter how long your stuff is, you can staple it. And so we're going to kind of make a cheater journal. I'm not going to sew on this. I'm going to staple this, okay? And I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that? I'm good with the whole staple. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to put a staple up top here. Maybe I'll go a little bit lower. And then we're going to put a staple in the bottom also. Okay. So what that's going to enable us to do is we're going to use a rubber band to put it in our cover when we're ready. So there's half of our journal right there. How quick is that? Let me tell you, this long reach stapler is actually not expensive. You know, for all the scrapbooking tools, like I want a corner chomper, and I just have been cheap and haven't caught it on sale or at Tuesday morning. So, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and make a second signature real quick. I love the shoes. Look at all these bright colors. I love this too with the stripes. You could write horizontally too here on these stripes. Wouldn't that be fun? But I have to grab the shoes because that's what caught my eye first. So we're going to do some shoes, and we're going to do the teal. Oh, I love blues and greens. I can't get away from them, can I? So we're going to do the shoes and the teal, and we're going to put another paper bag in here. And then let me get my long scissors. I think I could cut straighter with my long scissors if I pull that out. Yeah. I'll cut right along that little wrinkle. Yeah, that's better. And then let me see if I can punch this out. If I can manage it this time. I think if I do it really quickly, maybe it'll. That's more like. Nope. It didn't work. It didn't work. Dang it. Oh well. Oh well, Dana. Let me get my little scissors. I like those. They steer better, certainly. Okay. So I should have cut up all my bags before I started, but I don't think that well in the morning as a night shift person. Okay, so let's pick a paper that goes with these. So I love the plants. Oh, and I love the birdhouses too. And I like the fruit and the mopeds. I don't know. Look at all those Vespas. Aren't they adorable? Oh, I can't decide. Oh, all right, let's put the Vespas in because they're so stinking cute. Aren't they cute? Okay, so again, here, that's all it takes to make you a quick little signature. So, oh, thank you, Kim. You're so sweet. All right, so I'm going to trim this off. That's a good idea. We can make pockets. I'm just going to trim this off because you know when you fold them over, you have like that little bit of overhang. So I'm just going to kind of trim that little bit of overhang off so they look so the edges look a little more even. And then we're going to staple this too. Alrighty. So I don't even think we need a big stapler to do this. Let me check my regular stapler. Yeah. Look how dusty that is from being down on the shelf because I never use it. All right. You do want to be careful where you put your staple to make sure it's pretty much close to the edge so your pages will open and close. If it gets too far over, then you've stapled your booklet kind of closed. So just try it. And it doesn't have to be right on the edge. It can be a little bit to one side or the other. It'll still work. Oh, look, that's a little crooked, but oh well. We'll be grateful that for the journal, whether it's straight or whether it's crooked. So let's see if I can fold this over without snapping it. Very gingerly. Yeah. I think it's feeling like it wants to break. So I probably need to, I don't know if I need to heat it up or not. I'm going to go ahead and score it a couple times like I did the last one. So I'm going to score it here. And right next to it, I'm going to score it again. Right. And then, yeah. I'm just going to put a couple in there. This stuff's kind of hard to get it to score, but okay. Well, all right. It still wants to flip open, but we'll get it maybe. Maybe I'll heat it up with the gun in a minute and see if I can soften that plastic up. Okay. So how are we going to get these to stay in here? Well, you know what? I have a really easy solution to this problem. It's not a problem really, but oh, look, these are sticking out a wee bit. You know what? Let me trim this down just a hair more. Since it's already crooked, we'll just trim it to look straight, won't we? And then nobody will notice that I stapled it together just a wee bit off. Right? Ooh. It's hard to cut all these layers. My hand's like, oh, Dana. Okay, so I have a couple options here. I have this, I haven't used oh, that's long. Hang on. I have these elastics. Here we go. Okay, this is actually beading cord. And then, let me see, I have some kids beading cord too that I've never used, but I don't know if it'll work. I don't know how strong this little maker stuff is. It's not very expensive. I think it's only a few bucks a pack, and you get 3 yards of each. So let's look for a color that matches this. Okay, so the pink I think would look, oh, the purple would look really good. Let's do the purple. Oh, look at that. Sticky part came all the way off and is sticking in my hand and will not go in the trash. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Let me stick it into the trash can. There. Never get rid of it. Okay. So let's see. That's pretty strong, actually. Let me see if I can, let me try to break a piece. Ow, no. Okay, so no, that's not going to break. Not at all. So I'm really impressed. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to wrap around this once, and then we're going to wrap around this. I'm kind of pre-measuring it because we want it snug, but not too snug. So wrap around that. Okay, so we're going to go back and forth twice. And then we're going to go around this way once. So I'm going to cut a little extra. So here's what I've got. I've got a little over, let me measure on here. I've got a little over 18 inches. So it looks like 19 inches of cord. So we're going to set an eyelet here. We're going to poke a hole right in the middle. So you can use an awl for this. You don't have to have an eyelet setter. For many years I did not. And I used to see people using theirs and I'd be like, oh, I want one of those. And I was so cheap. I was absolutely so cheap. I just refused. I can see better in the middle. So, good. All right, so we're going to put a little eyelet in here. And since there's silver in that cord, I'm going to use a silver eyelet. If I can get one out. Okay, so let me drop it down in here. And switch this to the smaller eyelet. It's already on small. All right. So there we go. We have set, it's not pushed down all the way, is it? I'm always afraid of pushing down too hard because sometimes it mushes snaps the eyelet open. So, okay. So here's what we're going to do first. First, we're going to, let's see, we're going to go in and out here one time. Yeah, now we're going to go in. We're going to fold it in two. Go in like this. Why will that not go? Well, that's a small eyelet, isn't it? Maybe if we went in like this. The other way. No. All right, so I need my little wire. So I use this little wire. This is what I use instead of a needle and thread to put thread through buttons. It's just a little wire that you fold in half. And in lieu of having to put your thread through the eye of a needle. Okay, so basically I'm going to hold this here and kind of see what do I need to close my journal, and that's plenty. So I'm going to tie it right there. Let me try it one more time. That's actually probably too much, but yeah. So you want to be able to pull both of them maybe an inch further from your knot. So I'm going to go ahead and make a little knot here. And I'm going to leave this really long part. Don't cut that off because you're going to need it. Oh, hi, Sue. Oh, there's a setter on that crocodile. See the front? This is to punch your big hole. This is 3/16 and this is 1/8. And then on the front, you've got your eyelet setter on the front. See that front part? That's your eyelet setter. So here's your big hole back here. See this right here? Here's your, let me see if I can get it closer to the light. Okay, so if you look right here, here's your big hole, right? Here's your big hole punch. Here's your small hole punch. See that? And then in the front, here's your eyelet setter. And that's what this lever controls what you're doing down here. But then you've got 4 settings here. You've got A, B, C, D on one side, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other. So depending on what you're doing down here is what you put this on. So because I was on the small one is C, or this little like thing, whatever you want to call that, sticking out. Anyway, it comes with a little guide that shows you what's what. Hello again. I was a mess of a craft room going through more stuff. I was in the mess of, I'm sorry, I can't read. Well, you're fine, Sue. We're just making a gratitude journal here. I'm going to make this knot just a hair looser. Oh, maybe I'm not. Actually, that bad boy's in pretty tight. So let's see. Can I pull it? No? Okay. Well, that's all right. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to make another knot, right? Now, how you measure this is it needs to go around that and back, right? So literally you can put your book in, wrap it around completely, and that's where your first knot goes, right there. Okay, so you want it to be fairly snug, but you want your other book to fit too. So that's a pretty snug fit right there where I'm at. So I'm going to go ahead, mark that with my finger, which is probably not the best measuring device I own, but I'm going to mark that with my finger, and I'm just going to tie a knot here, over and under. And then I'm going to put I'm going to go ahead and slip my journal in. Oh, darn it. See, it came undone. You know what? Let me take this out of the, let me slip something through here. Where's my little, I have a little barbell somewhere. I don't know where it went. So let's just slip this through and hope for the best. So I'll stretch that pretty tight. Not tight enough to bend the pages. Just tight enough to tight enough to hold them in, right? So we're going to tie a knot over and then a knot under, and then I'm going to do another one over just for good measure. All right. So here we have this. Now to keep everything in the journal, we're going to go around once more, right? All the way to the back. And we're going to take these two together. And I don't have enough. All right, Dana. All right. So that didn't work out as well as I expected. Okay, so our first signature fits so, just so, like this. Our next signature should be wrapped around like that, and I don't have enough string. So what we're going to do is we're going to add one more tie to our journal. So here we go. We're going to add one more here. And we're just going to tie it in a knot for our other signature. Which is probably what we should have done here. So you know what? Let's go ahead. Let's just cut this off. This is going to add too much bulk. Let's cut this off too. Oh, I cut the wrong one. For heaven's sakes, Dana. See, I was trying to do this too much at once. Too much. So there's a string. We'll put our first signature in like so. Here's another string that we are going to wrap around. We're going to tie, right, in a knot. Let's see, that went over. Yeah, we're going to tie this in a knot, leaving extra room, and we're going to go ahead and go back through this hole. I'll tell you what we'll do with the ends of this one. We will actually make a whatchamacallit. Oh, no, this is the second signature, isn't it? Well, heaven's sakes, Dana. See, when my plan messed up, when I messed up the program, so here's one, right? Here's one. So there's two, right? And then we're going to go around and we're going to connect these two so that they don't slide around. We're going to connect these two to the piece that we're going to tie around here. So that's pretty simple. I promise not to mess this part up. But you know what? This stretchy elastic cord is really pretty. So here we go. I'm going to put how should I do this? I'm going to go ahead and put a knot in the middle just to have something to hold inside this. And then you can put a little pin in there if you want, I guess. Not sewing in the signature is really throwing me off, isn't it? I was like, yeah, this will be so quick and easy. It'll be easy, they said. All right, so there's a little pin loop. And then where's my little threader? There it is. Thank God I put some stuff back where it goes. Okay, so here's my little needle threader, my cheater needle threader. Dana, cheater. Okay, so here's one. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to tie a knot here. We're going to tie a little double knot to kind of keep this in place, and then we're going to tie another knot. But first, what do you say we just put a couple beads on it just for fun? You want to? Since I already messed the whole shebang up. Let's put a couple beads on it. Maybe this sequence thing. Or a button. Let's put a button on it. Yeah, on a button. You don't have I need a button intervention, right? So you could do anything you wanted. You could even add some beads to the end if you wish. I'm dropping it. So here is our super easy, according to Dana, gratitude journal. I sound so excited about this, don't I? But I have never really done a journal like this before, so these kind of slide around, don't they? But I've got them here, kind of connected to this hole. I wonder if I shouldn't. I don't know. I guess you still have to sew them in through your. Yeah, I think you could. I think you could decorate a day at a time and just do like, oh, and I have these. I got these little, I got these cut aparts that I never use, like never, from this some of these collections of paper. So you could, like, I could just stick some stuff in here. Look, there's a typewriter. Keeping it cute. You make me happy. Hello. So we could just like stick some stuff in here when we make the cards, the journaling cards. Oh, thanks. You were the best. Oh, I like that. Okay, let's put you're the best over here somewhere. Oh, that green kind of goes together too. You're the best. So we could cut down again. 1 8.5. Let me get a piece of craft. Let's do craft. We could cut it into fourths, so just half and half, right? So we'll do, to make our little, I guess you could probably fit a Project Life in there too, I'm sure, inside that paper bag. But since it's a paper bag, I kind of want to use craft paper to match it, matchy, because I think that would be so adorable. And then what's half of 11? 5.5? Or no, what's half of 8.5? 4 1/4. What are you doing, Dana? And that probably won't actually fit. Come to think of it, because the paper bag is a little bit smaller than that. So yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to take off another like, couple centimeters. Yeah. Okay. So that'll match. And then put it about there. Whatever this measurement is here. Don't know because I just measured it with my fingernail. So let's make 2 of those. Okay. So we've made a couple cards, and these ended up to be, let's see, not quite 4. So this is, whoops, this is, it's hard to use this thing to measure. This is 3 1/4 by, I'm sorry, 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. Just a hair over 4 1/2. So I could do a couple more so we can put them in the other book too. So there's two signatures there. Oh, that one's the wrong way around. Yeah. All right. Let's see if I can cut double. I don't know. Oh, that went through. Okay. So we'll put a little card in each of these, and we can always round the corners on them. We could stick something to them, and we could even put some lines on the back if we so desired. So there's that one and that signature. Oh, I gave them 2 pieces of wrap paper. And then here's this one. And this one we could put like hello on and stick it in there. And then here's the other half. So that is that. Okay, so now you have 30 places to journal in one. I would not recommend this binding, though. This is a terrible binding. I don't know what I was thinking, but it is super quick and super easy. Where'd Sue go? Look how quiet she is. This would be really fun. Oh, a doodle a day would be perfect too. I am not decorating. There you are. I am not decorating this. And that's what I'm grateful for today. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so we've got some mistakes made. Number one is my paper is sticking out way too far, so you can see it. I'm okay with that because this is just like a little quick journal. Secondly, this is not going to work because these want to slide. So my signatures want to slide out when my journal is open. See them kind of, so they can just slide right out. So that's probably not my best work. But it is my first one of this type that I didn't go through the trouble of actually, all of my journals have always been a hidden binding sewn journal. So I don't think that's bad for my first quickie journal. And I made way too much stuff, right? Because I was going to make all these journals. So I still feel like I have enough to make 4 journals, that I should make 4 gratitude journals. So what I should do probably is go back and watch a tutorial of how to do it, how to do the binding on this stretchy cord thing, because I think that, Sue, have you ever made one of those? Kim, have you ever made a stretchy cord binding? I have not, so I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. So we need a cover for this one. Let's do this pretty pink. Put the houses. There's the shoes. This. I still like these work ones. here is a signature. Why is that longer? What? Did I miscut that? No. I don't know. Oh well. You know what? I don't care. Let's switch these two. Should we? Okay with it. I am okay with it. I should take it to the big paper trimmer, cut it down, but I'm not going to. I'm going to take it here, and just cut them all down. Trim this down a hair. So they all fit. Boy, that hurts my hand, kind of. All right, here's my ridiculous, gigantus, huge stapler. Okay, so here's another signature. Let's find some stuff to put in these pockets. This is looking good. You make me happy. And how about these flowers? So let's put You Make Me Happy back here. Goes with the red and the pink paper. And then this goes with the red and the pink and the blue. Stick that in there. So we'll put that on our journaling card later. And then this signature should be, what color? It should be this green, I think. And this striped, even though they look a lot alike. No. Actually, I like the stripe better. Let's do this one. And then we'll do the plants because I really think these plants are gorgeous. Let's do the plants. And then we need a paper bag in here somewhere, don't we? Paper bag. I'm glad these are only like 50 cents for a whole pack at the Dollar Tree or dollar store. Okay, so basically, these are pretty quick in the production line of journal making. If you don't hurt your hand trimming them off. Ugh. I suppose if you were a more accurate cutter than myself, I'm a cutter from Indiana, so I don't know if you guys know what cutters are, but I'm a Hoosier, so, but I'm not a cutter. And none of my family was cutters. There's a lot of them here. Quarry work kind of slowed down though in the 70s and 80s. I don't know if they cut all the rock like they used to. Let's do a thanks and prettiest flowers. We need prettiest flowers on the flower part here. And then let's do a thanks back here. Because isn't that what gratitude is all about? Giving thanks. So there's our second journal. So let me get a paper clip. I know, right? Oh, and I have a paper clip obsession too, as you guys probably already know. Get my, go down here. It's at the bottom. All right. So here is the next two journals. So, let's check this out and see what else we can do. We could do I don't know what that is. That's like leftover from trimming the paper. So that is the wrong pile to be pulling out of, Dana. Let me set this up here. Okay. So here's this. I love the Vespa. I love the Vespa. So let's use this and this and some pink. I don't know though. Where's the other? Yeah, there is some of this. I didn't use any of that. I really like that. And I think that'll go good with the orange paper. So, sorry, pink paper. I'm going to set you aside. I want to use an orange paper now with this fruit because I think that'll be really cute. And then, excuse me, are we on a paper bag? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's why we never had paper bags. You know what I should do? I should put those with zigzag scissors. Pinking shears. I don't know why I call them zigzag scissors. They look good. Okay. So there's that. There's that. And what are we going to use for the cover? Like that. Oh, I already used it on my last cover, didn't I? Okay, so let's use this. I obviously did not fold that straight anyway. Okay, so let's staple. There's one. And there's one. That one's a little off. As you can see, I got one right on the money. This one's a little to the side, but I think it'll still work. Yeah. See, it doesn't have to be exact. It doesn't have to be exactly in the middle. Thank God, because it's not. See? Okay. Okay. Dana, good job. Oh, we didn't put any decor in this one, did we? Let's see what we got. I love that. Lisa gave that to me. There's no one on earth like you, Sadie Robertson. But may the righteous be glad and rejoice before God. May they be happy and joyful. I really can't part with that. Like, is that wrong that I just can't give away some stuff? Some things I just can't do it. Let's put a unicorn in there. Just because it's there. Look at all these are so small. They're so little. Welcome to the weekend. Thanks, it says. Hello, sunshine. What? Let's stick the word happy in there. Should we stick the word happy in there? Yeah. Let's surprise somebody with this word. Happy. Okay. Now, what do you have left, Dana, in your pile? I have this. I have this. I have one of these. And one of these. I have some shoes. I love the shoes. I have another one of these. I love that. And then I have the typewriters. I have a couple. Oh, I got birdhouses. All right, that's all the trim pieces. Sorry, Art Glitter Glue, I don't need you today, right this minute, but I will shortly. There's birdhouses. These guys. Alrighty. I do, but it's not set up the way I want it, and I haven't done any videos. I'm not a video person. Sue's gonna do it. She's gonna do it someday. Okay. So I've got 3 thins, 4 thins. I've got 5 thin pieces of paper, 3 solids, and 3 covers, which is weird. I did have an extra printed paper. So let's try and match up some of what we've got left. So let's see, we've got, I love this. I do love that. Isn't that pretty? And that goes with actually any of them, but I think it goes with the pink really good. So let's do this. So the margin's at the top. And then let's put, I don't know, let's put the Vespas in. I think they're so adorable. And a bag. Okay. So here we are. At the end of our, so this will be the second journal. So see how fast these are? So stapling really is knocking a lot of time off compared to binding. Doesn't really take that long. And I am not focused on paper picking, and I'm not obsessing like I normally do because I'm just trying to be quick. So I think these will still be cute. I picked cute papers originally before I ran them through the printer. So I think no matter what paper goes where, I think they'll all end up pretty cute. Okay, let me put some fun stuff in there The sides of this. Why do I not have any more big ephemera? Let me look at this. I have this tin too. Oops. I dropped some. I have this tin too from where I was making stuff. So we got Obsessed. There's a fairy in here. I got some mermaids. I got her. I got a llama. Oh, I got another llama. Llama. I got some. I got that llama. Ooh, there's more llamas for sure. Oh, this says hi. It's an iron-on patch. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got, that's about it. I thought I had more big ephemera. I don't have a lot of fun stuff in here, do I? Okay, so let's put let's put a purple one in here on this side. And on this side, we're going to put love. We're going to put love. All you need is love. All you need is love. I should get a copyright infringement. Okay, so last one. I've got 2 covers left, so this is what we're going to use. I have 2 colors printed paper, so that's what we're going to use. So we're going to put that with the orange and that with the green. And then we're going to put the, I can't decide. We're going to put the typewriters with the shoes, maybe. I don't know though. I like the houses with the shoes too. I don't know. I like the plants with the shoes too. Yeah, let's do the plants. Okay. You know, I'm all green thumb and all. So here we are. 2 more bags and I'm done. I'm blowing this pop stand, man. So technically, in this time, I have put together, not completely and not decorated, but I have started the process for 4 mini gratitude journals. So I don't think that's bad. I have to figure out what to do with these little bottoms. What shape are they? Oh my gosh, look how cute. It's a tiny little bag. It's a baby bag. We could do something with that too. I'm sure I'll find something to do with the bag bottom. Oh, I got both of them here. Oops, no wonder that fell. I was like, that's kind of a little too thick. Okay, so here's one. I'm going to trim the side down here. So everything's kind of even, Steven. And put some staples in. Let's go ahead and put another page in here. Because we've got an extra, I miscounted, so this is just going to be like a little bonus page in there. You know what they say, there's 3 types of people in the world. There's people who can count and people who can't. Which one are you? Okay, so here's cover, bright paper, cute paper. And did I say I had an extra somewhere? Oh well. You know what? I'm going to staple it and then trim it. Because for some reason, this bag's kind of crinkly. It doesn't want to, oh, good. This is upside down. So maybe that's what it was trying to tell me. It was like, Dana, stop. Don't do it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's going in. Wow. How did it know? Still upside down. Yep. Still upside down. I must be turning the book over. Oh, it's just the way the lines are print, where the margin is. Okay. Oh, there's my demanding dog. Rufus the doofus. Okay, so this is what we have. We have our last 15 days of gratitude journal right there. And number one, I'm grateful to be done. Although it was fun. I liked doing it. It was, it was fun. It was fun. Let's put a llama in here. And let's put hi back here. Hi. Hola. Kind words are free. Love each other. Aren't those sweet? Fabulous. I don't know what I'm doing now. I might just stop, Dana. Okay. So there's journal number 3. All right, so we've got 2 signatures here, 2 signatures here, 2 here. Let's put Mr. Llama away. Okay. You know, I got so into this project that I was making a pot of coffee and did not actually get me a cup. I said I wasn't going to drink any coffee, and I was like, really? I got up. Oh, we should have stuck that in somewhere. I knew there was another one laying around here. Let's pick up some of this. I'm going to keep these little bag butts because I know for a fact there is something I can do with these. I haven't figured it out yet, but since I have so many of them, yeah. So what we can do from here, put these bags up. Okay. So where do we go from here to gratitude journal? Well, what we can do now is we can take the cuts, and this is where all of these papers were trimmed down. We can take them and give them to whoever owns the journal, first of all, and let them decorate their journal with these strips of paper. So they can use them to punch things out of, or to fussy cut, or whatever, right? So That would be fun. Remember the one paper that didn't fit? It's this one. I cut it wrong. That. See that? All the other paper is exactly the right size. I mean, well, except for this one still says American, whatever, American Craft Company on top. But every other piece of scrap is the exact same size except for that one. Okay, so out of one placemat, we added 4 pieces of printed paper, 4 pieces of printed cardstock, and 4 pieces of solid paper, and 8 lunch bags. What? She did a blue lady? Oh my God, I have to see it. Kim, you know, Denise draws ladies on Instagram. I don't know if you've seen her work. She is really, like, she's come so far. Her art, you can just see. She posts a new lady every day, and you can see her as she's gotten better and better and better at what she does. But she hit on the grayscale recently, which is rather, it's considered rather difficult in the world of art. But so is drawing faces, right? What?
I do that.
I'm sorry, what is that?
People.
Yeah, you did. Anyway, as far as drawing faces goes, that's also considered, you know, quite a challenge, right? So, Denise has been on grayscale for a while, and she's really done well. So, you know what? Let's pull up her Instagram and just take a peek. You know what? Let me get my tablet because it's bigger. Let's get my tablet out. My Instagram name is Dana's Making a Mess Again. Ask me why. Right. Sue is just because crafter, but it's B-E-E with 2 B's. Because crafter with a K. And mine's just Dana's Making a Mess Again. And then Denise is Photos by Jersey Girl. This is what popped up. Her feed popped up very first, right? And I think that's butter. Is that butter? It's gherkin. That's gherkin on turning 50. All right. Oh my God, she did a blue lady. She did do her. Look at her lips. Look how good her lips are. Oh my goodness. All right, so let me turn these big lights off and I'll hold this up to the camera. Look, she said critic away at Dana's Making a Mess Again. So here's her blue lady. I love her. Hi, Jenny, you're back. Look, Denise, Photos by Jersey Girl did a blue list. She's been working in grayscale for a long time. And, you know, that's really hard as far as in the artwork world goes. Grayscale's really tough. And, yeah, I love her too. So she did a blue lady. And she nailed the shadows. Look at the shadows around the edge of her face and her jawline. So, yeah. I'm impressed. Jenny, you missed it. I just finished, but I'll show you what we made. I decided I was going to take these placemats. You know, I've been making these crazy placemat journals, right? So I took this placemat and I cut it into 4 pieces. I rounded the corners, and then I ran some paper through the printer, and I made this. I made a gratitude journal. So there's, I wanted 30 days, you know, because most months are 30 days. I wanted 30 places to write something you're thankful for. So I managed to do 1. Let's see, this could be counted as 1, 2, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, and then I made this little, I haven't put this card together, but I figured this is a little paper bag. So did we say we were going to count the paper bag? I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then in here I stuck just a card. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Oh, we miscounted. Is there only 27 days? Well, you know that one day where you're busy, you can just use half the page. But I do think sometimes I go like, oh, poor me. And then I hear stories like, you hear there's always someone worse off than you are. And so I know people have been talking a lot about being grateful and gratitude, but to actually make ourselves more mindful of it, I think a gratitude journal is a great idea. And I keep different journals. I have always kept a separate gratitude journal, and I'll tell you why. Years and years ago, so I had this whole thing with when I was young and I went to college, I was like, I dismissed God, and I was like, how can a God exist that lets kids get cancer and wars go on and floods and all these things? And I went through this whole period of time when my faith was just gone, and it was I was around scholarly people who were more science-based. Anyway, long story short, I started looking into a lot of other religions. I researched Buddhism. I researched so many different religions. And later, when I learned of the Dalai Lama, one of the things he said stuck with me. And that is, you need to write down what you're grateful for. Remembering gratitude is more important than remembering anything else. And so I did, because I kept a journal, but my journal was all mixed up when I was a kid. Like one page I'd be really angry about something, and the next page I'd be really super excited. So I started keeping a separate journal after that of things that I was thankful for, and good things and fun things that happened, because I wanted it to be separate. I didn't want to go be excited and write something good down and see something bad had happened the day before. So I started keeping just a normal, like a daily journal of, work and anything bad I'd put in there. And then I think we all do though, don't you? I think as we, I don't know, as we grow up, we do question it. And I was told that wasn't okay. I was told that was a mortal sin and you go to hell to denounce God and all of these things. But I do feel like part of my spiritual journey led me through a time when my faith was just nothing. I just didn't have it. But then later things happened that I said, this had to be divine intervention. There's no way that God wasn't involved with this. And those things, when I started thinking maybe God did love me and maybe I am blessed. And then when you're open to receive that, all of a sudden it starts happening more. And at first it's creepy and you're like, I don't deserve this. And you almost feel scared, like, oh my God, God's going to be like, oh, wait a minute. You've got all these blessings. That was wrong. That's a mistake. Boom, take it all away. So you almost feel guilty when you start to receive the blessings, that come along with faith. So I don't know. Do you still question it? Isn't it weird how God works in mysterious ways? And it seems like I just always felt unworthy. And I still, I talked to Lisa. I love Lisa and her faith is so strong, but I always feel like my faith isn't good enough, or where my spiritual journey is when I talk to other religious people, not Lisa, okay? But when I'm around other people who are very religious and very spiritual and very outspoken about it, I feel a little like, I don't know, like they're judgy, you know? Like they're judgy. Like they're judging me because I'm not where they are on their spiritual journey makes me a bad person or something. Is that weird? I know that sounds stupid, like, but oh, thank you. You are so sweet. Look, oh, I never did eat. My man brought me an egg. But I always felt like they were being judgy. Like and always telling me what to do and what not to do, being bossy, being judgy. Well, you just got to do this. Well, that's happening because you didn't do this. No, I found out through my own accord later that we're not all blessed at the same time, and we don't come into our own spiritualness at the same time. And if it were, it would be predictable, and we could go, oh, well, you know what? Tomorrow you'll be 16 years old, and you're suddenly gonna get shown that this, So it doesn't happen that way. You are blessed, girl. I don't know. I'm still on my spiritual journey, and it's mine. It is all mine. And when I die and I answer for my sins, they're my sins. They're not yours. They're not anyone's. They're not anyone else's. So I think that I'm okay with where I'm at in my spiritual journey. But if someone's not, then I do believe that is their problem. And I think we have to remember that. I think we should encourage one another. And I love that Lisa encourages me without judging me. I know, I made coffee. Ugh. I shoved a whole egg in my mouth. Sorry, I shoved a whole egg in my mouth real quick. It is very personal. And you can't just drag someone with you. You do have to kind of experience it like birth and like death alone. But we still share it and we celebrate it, and that's the part where it's hard, because I feel like I want the fellowship of church and I want to go to church and celebrate that journey. But because everybody's at a different place in that journey and I may not be where they are, I feel sometimes it gets judgy. So many times I have wanted to go to church lately. I really do have to find a church, because I really do like to go to church. And on Sunday, I was raised Catholic, and if you didn't go to church, your whole week was going to be bad. And my mom made sure, like, not that she did stuff on purpose, but any little thing that happened, she pointed out. She'd be like, well, you didn't go to church. Jenny's pretty fantastic, Kim. I tell you what, Jenny is a survivor, definitely. She's not a victim. She has been a victim of some stuff. But I tell you what, you got to watch her channel, because she's really, really inspiring. She has choose to leave that in the past and to move forward and to be her best and do her best. And she's seriously so bubbly and so sweet. And not that she doesn't have problems like everyone does, but she chooses to look on the bright side and not let any of that stuff hold her back. You should really check her out. I do think it is hard. Denise, where are you going? Hi and goodbye. Stop. We were just checking out your blue lady. I just showed everybody your blue lady. I'm so impressed. I love the shadowing on the side of her face and her neck. And you did a blue lady. And she's got that little pointy elf ear. Plus, she has Sensorial Sundays, which I miss every week because I'm asleep, because I have to take a nap before I go to work, because I wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., just like today. And good for you. And you know what, Jenny? It took me a long time to figure that out. Oh, you're at a doctor's appointment. Okay. Well, yeah, high and by. I mean, as soon as the doctor calls you back. Would you get called back already? Hang on. I'm going to go rinse the egg off my plate because I don't want, well, the dog's begging me to lick it, but I don't want that to get dry and hard. Oh gosh. No, I still feel. All right. I'm sorry. Sorry I was gone so long. I dropped the almond milk and it spattered. I had to clean it up. It spattered a whole spatter up the side of the my stove because I dropped my almond milk. I apologize. Oh my gosh. I don't know about cute or messy. Is that what? Messy's Messy's my middle name. By the Paper Outpost. I don't know if I've seen her. Messy is cute when you're 2. When you're 51, it's just an accident prone. I feel like a nitwit sometimes, but that's why my channel is Dana's Making a Mess Again. If I'm not making a mess out here, I'm sure I'm making one somewhere. No, but I tell you what, I love the Bohemian Crafter, but she is so obsessed with Tim Holtz. Like, so obsessed. Do you guys know how to make these? Do you guys know how to make these covers with elastics? Because I really want to You know what? Maybe you think I should do 3 eyelets. I don't want to crack this. You know, I broke these little, whatchamacallits before, these placemats. They'll snap if you force them too much. So, oh. Okay, that one kind of went down pretty good. Yeah, not really. It just flips back open. Can I laminate them? These are placemats, so they're already laminated. They're like already plasticky. They're real thick. And that's why it won't bend. I wish you could hear us. I'm sorry, what I missed. She uses up all the book pages. Check her out. All the videos are 30 minutes or less. She's hysterical. Oh, really? Oh, that's cool. I wish I could hear you too. Wouldn't that be fun if we could all chat? I think that frustrates Lisa too. Have you ever noticed how many times I'm on here and she calls me? And she's like, Dana, no, do it this way. She's like, Dana, pay attention. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. What did I do? Okay. So you know what? We'll go ahead and do, I guess we'll go ahead and do 3 holes. I hate to do 3 though. I should be able to just do 2. But then I need one in the middle for the closure anyway, huh? I don't want to waste all my eyelets either. I guess I don't actually have to put a metal eyelet in. Let me see. I got a bunch of them. I'm kind of limited on the silver. Let me see what I have. Hold on, let me get my metal pieces. Bits and pieces boxes here. Oh, that's I've got this little tin can full of stuff too. I have these at Tuesday morning and I thought they were so adorable. Okay, I have, it looks like I only have the big gold ones in there. And then I have, these are brads. These are washers. Oh, those are keyholes. Those are so cool. And these are brads. Where's my other? I don't know where my other little eyelets went. Surely I must have used them up. You know what? I go through more stuff like that. And if I don't remember to buy it, then I just don't remember to buy it. What's in this? Oh, I do have eyelets. Oh, yay. Look, I have a pack I haven't opened yet, but these are the big ones. Dang it. These are the 3/16 one. So I'll put these in here in a bit, but this is all I have left of the wee little ones. I don't care though. I'm okay with using them. You know what? Let's go ahead and do those. It's like copper, isn't it? Oh, there are copper ones. Look, let's do copper. Heck with it. We'll do copper with a pink string. That'll look okay, I guess, because I never use them copper ones. Okay. Alrighty then. So let's put a hole. Let's see, where should we put it? We'll put one like about here. Oh, put one about here. Yeah. And we'll put one about here. And we'll put one in the middle. There's the middle, I suppose. Probably, I guess I could actually measure it, but I'm not going to. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then I need, where's this at? I need this to be what number? What number is the small eyelet on? I think that's it. Is that it? No. Yeah, I think. Yeah. Okay. I was playing with them moving around, and I didn't. Oh, that one kind of split, but that's all right. Oh, that one didn't go far enough. Oh, I cracked that one, but not bad. I didn't crack all the way. Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's use some of this pink Makers Make, Little Makers. I started to say Makers Mark. Oh my gosh. What are you saying? All right. Let's use some pink. And I'm going to get my fake needle, just this little piece of wire, fold it in half. Remember this? See this? That's my fake needle. And this is how I thread my fake needle, right there. See? Oops. Just put it like that. Because I ain't got time for all that. Okay. So we're going to go down this hole, right? And up this hole. Oh, that's if you're actually binding it. I know, my nose pin is over tomorrow. Oh, I guess I'm not going to go down the middle yet. Wait. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, I am literally, yeah, I'm thrilled. Should we put some beads on this one? We should. Or a button. Or, let me see. I'm obsessed with these buttons. Get a button. A flower. How about that bright pink flower? One of those little wood flowers. What if that cord will fit through there? You know what? I don't know if it'll fit through or not. No, pulling the board. The boards in that button are more in that. Oh, look at this little piece of candy. That would be super cute on there. I'm thankful for some candy. How about y'all? Look, there's a flower. Oh, look at this one. This one's super cute too. All right, I need to do a butterfly. Oh, look at that's perfect. Look at this little pink flower. Let's use this one. All right, so we're putting a flower in. And go down here, thread this through here, and we're going to make our first signature. Oh, get off there. All right. So this is, oh, I'm trying to put buttons in the way. So if we put this through here and then made another, yeah, that would be about right, wouldn't it? That'd be about the right distance. So, I'm gonna leave some extra since last time we made it a little shy. I'm gonna leave this a little extra. Extra. Okay. So here's one signature, and then we'll stick that in there. So here's our first signature. And you know what we should do? We should make a little, tell it where to go. We should tell it where to go. So I'm going to make a little V in the edge here for victory. Because I think we're winning. I don't know, though. Don't get happy, y'all. Not yet. We ain't there yet. Okay, there's one. Okay, that's wrong. We got to have the string. Yeah, see, Dana? You got to have the string on the other side. Let me get this button. Yeah, okay, so this string needs to go back here. You know what? Someone tell me how to do this. I'm going to say a word. No, Dana. Don't do it. How does this come out like this? Like, why is this not right? Oh, it is right. Oh, okay. I know what I'm supposed to be doing now. Am I like just discovering a new way to bind these books, or is there anything legit going on here? Because I think I'm just faking it right now. You know that's right. Because I don't know. I really don't know. We're just going to cut some extra of this little maker's cord because it's pretty. It's pretty distracting. It's what it is. But okay, and then I'm going to find one more button. Because as much as I'm struggling, I still want a button on there, on the other string. So, I can't find that purple flower, but I found that pink one again. So I guess they'll just be matching flowers on the outside. Okay, so here we go. So here's this, right? Yeah. And we're going to put this back through the next journal. We're going to tie it on. Let's put a little bee in these two, just to tell it kind of where to sit. I think if we don't have that little notch, it wants to kind of slide left to right. And if we have some kind of little divot there, that it'll sit still. Right? Just be still. I'm going to just tell it. Just be still. Be good. Oh, where's my bead threader? My fake needle and thread. All right. All right. Let's put another flower on just because I'm not agitated enough with the one that I can't seem to get in the right spot. So let's do two. Okay. Yeah, baby. All right. Take that off. Okay, so now we have that one, and we have that, and they're all in, right? Yeah, and now I'm going to knot these together again, right? We're doing an over and an under. So now there's a big ugly knot here, but I'm okay with that. Okay, so now we're going to go through the center hole. And we're going to make our journal closure. So kind of gotta, yeah. So we have enough, but we're going to go out and back in here. Where to go? All right. So if my calculations are correct, yes. All right. Uh-oh. My llama and a unicorn fell out of the book. Okay, so we are going to tie this back together, back in here. And although that kind of looks ugly there, oh, I was going to put another button or something on it. Although that kind of looks ugly, it looks better than the first mess we made. I'm really going to have to watch a video on this. You guys don't do as I do. No, I stapled it. I guess I could put some beads on there for distraction, but yeah, that doesn't seem right, does it? Yeah, Dana. I don't know about you. Let's do this. Let's take this longest piece. Go back in here. Let's put them both back through here, because I kind of feel like we got to put something, we got to put a knot somewhere so that it don't get sucked back through the hole. Oh, for heaven's sake, just go in there. Okay. All right. So maybe, oops. Yeah, maybe we can split it up like that and then tie it off here that's plenty of spring. And then we could still put a couple beads on the end here for the tie to hang down. Maybe not quite that long, but yeah. So no matter how chunky this gets, we're going to be able to close it. Hopefully this will soften up. I was just trying to do it quick, but you know what? I really kind of feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of inept when I don't sew a signature. Is that one for a special someone we know? I don't know. I don't know who's getting any of these gratitude journals. I figure, let's see. There's 3 people here who could each get one. I could send one to you, one to Kim, and one to Jenny, and still have an extra. And one to Denise if she's still here. And then we'd all have a little gratitude journal to write in. Yes, I did. You're right. I lost the llama in the unicorn. Because I was just sticking some stuff in because we're grateful for llamas. You know, I really do want llamas though, right? I already picked out names for them and everything. Oh, this might be upside down. Do you want to hear my names that I picked out for my llamas? Did I already tell you this? Okay, so the girl is going to be Dolly, and the boy is going to be Shama. So I'll have Dolly Llama and Shama Llama. And I'm naming the rooster Cletus, no matter what. I don't care what that says. Look, I put a happy in there. Happy. We're so happy. You like those names? Aren't they stupid? I really thought about that for a while too. Because we researched, look, the ties. This is the back, so that I did mess that up a little bit, maybe. Sorry. Dana's a doofus. Seriously, I don't know how. You guys could make these beautiful. I know you can. I know you can fix it. But, yeah, because when we were researching getting llamas, we found out you have to have 2 because they die of loneliness. Did you know that? They literally die of loneliness if you just have 1. Isn't that kind of sad? They're very social animals, but they're great burglar alarms, and they will alert you anytime there's a predator near your chicken coop, right? They'll, like a coyote or something comes around, and they're loud, and they will wake you up. Aw, thank you, Kim. That's sweet. All right, so this is kind of right on this line, so I'm going to go there. I'm going to do, Dana, good job. I'm going to do 2 score lines. This is why I should not craft live. Like, then everybody really sees exactly how inept I truly am at my craft. Turn off the TV and watch Dana. Get some popcorn. Okay. Maybe I should. I haven't thought about trying to sew one in here, but I mean, with the actual sewing machine, I wonder if that would work. Actually, I wonder if I could just put one inside the other. Instead of having two signatures, what if I just put one inside the other? And just did the whole shebang as one. And then you know what I could do? Oh, girls, you know, why didn't I think of this? This is so stupid. Dana. Like, we could make it even easier. Let me get my little jar of the fasteners out of the closet. Look at this. We don't have to wrap anything around the side. I got all these, I forgot from where I made those little books. I got all these hair ties. We could just put a couple pink hair ties or blue or whatever you could color out. Look at that. Oh, MG. Okay, here we go. I'm going to bind it with a hair tie this way. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my Lanta. Look at that. I didn't have to punch no holes in anything. And then to close it up, let's get another one in a coordinating color. Let's do green. And then to close it up, you know what you do? Just put another one on there. Holy moly, Dana. Okay, then. On to journal number 4. Don't I feel stupid now? Don't I feel stupid for punching and twisting and... Oh, my Lanta. Right? I love that show, too. You know what? My son, Andrew, my youngest son, was obsessed with that show. And we had to watch it every time it was on. But I did come to love the characters and Kimmy. And Kimmy was my favorite. Like, I love Kimmy the Crazy Neighbor. And she used to crack me up. But when Andrew was little, he wanted an Uncle Jesse. Heck, I wanted an Uncle Jesse. John Stamos was a hottie McHot back then. Oh, Lord. Yes, please. Let's see more of some John Stamos. Girl. That's not on here. Mary Beth recommended that tiny little scoreboard, and that is awesome. Joey, yeah. Yes. All of them. Like, it was a pretty well written show as far as that went, you know, the jokes and the timing, and they had a lot of people that were funny. Plus, I think he might have had a little crush on BJ. I don't know. She was cute as a button, though. But and now I don't know that Mary Kate, and what's her name? They grew up. They're so weird now, but I don't know. I guess whatever, you know, whatever floats your boat. But I wish I had their money. Oh my God, can you imagine? Imagine having those funds in your wallet. All right. What do you think? Gratitude journals for everybody. I don't know who's going to get what. I'm going to stick them in an envelope and mail them out. They're all accounted for now. One's Jenny's, one's Kim's, one's Sue's, one's we're going to give Denise one just because she was here, but I know she'll be back. Now, every day, I already have a gratitude journal. Mine is ugly. Like, I shouldn't say ugly. Mine is not near as cute or cheerful looking as any of these. But my journal is messy, and I even like stick receipts and stuff in it sometimes, so it's weird. And I don't show it because it's not pretty. It's more functional. Oh, you did? Cool. So now it's going to have earrings on it too. I love non-traditional stuff. Oh, and you guys can make little tassels or whatever, like little charms for your journals, and post it and tag me like on IG so we can all see what you do with them. Yeah, and everybody be stealing your ideas and taking them for their own and doing that with their journal too. And be like, yep, I'm doing that. I'm doing that with mine. So start to finish, how long have I been on? Start to finish, I basically had cut the mat and then turned the camera off. When I came back, I had ran the printer through the paper through the printer to print lines on it and cut it all down to size. Now, in that time, I did like a million things too. I like ran my son's some, got his prescription for steroids because his poison ivy is like out of control. And I got, I took him some cheese because we buy cheese in bulk. And I brought him some hamburgers because we buy hamburger in bulk. And he was out of toilet paper. So I was a nice mom. Didn't make him go to the store with his face all swollen up, looking like an alien, one eye closed. He goes, Mom, look at my eye. I was like, arr. He was like, oh no, he left the room because I started to make a pirate joke. And he left the room. And I said, honey, I'm sorry. I'm just teasing you. You know better than to touch poison ivy. Why would you just grab poison ivy and pull it off the tree? They were, that boy. I didn't mean to make fun. I didn't mean to make it bad. I was just teasing him. I'm a bad mom. I'm a bad mom sometimes. You know, if that was my eye, he'd be making pirate jokes. So I had to make no, that's mean. I mean, I know. But he's not in any mood to be joking either. He does feel bad, so. I love these little paint can containers from Tuesday Morning. I think they're adorable. And this thing is awkward. I don't need all this in my life. Because in my craft closet, that thing will pop open and just spill about everywhere. And you don't want these things rolling everywhere. These things aren't cheap. Oh, look at that teeny tiny eyelet. How'd that one get in there? Look at this. These are all supposed to be 3/8, but look in here. Look at that. Look at that teeny tiny eyelet. It's an eyelet. I don't even have an eyelet setter that size. See how tiny it is? It's a baby eyelet. It's so cute. It's a little baby. I couldn't help it, Jenny. I said, you know what? I told him, I know you feel bad. I'm sorry. But he walked away. He went in the bedroom and closed the door. So that was my sign to leave. But I brought him breakfast too. He was like, Mom, can you bring me a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit and Dr. Pepper? I was like, yeah. So I brought him breakfast too. So I know he'll come back out of the bedroom right after I left to eat the McDonald's I brought him. So it wasn't like he was going to be in there all day. These are paint cans. I didn't get these at the dollar store. The lid's really strong, so you can put like heavy stuff in them. And I really liked them. I found them at Tuesday Morning. I don't know what this is though. It came with this washer. Oh, I know what this is. This is to get it open. Duh. Oh my goodness. So I keep getting my, because I'm so smart. I keep getting my screwdriver out. It took me that long. You know, when I first opened them, I'm like, I almost cut that off. I almost cut that thing off because I was like, what's a washer for? That's dumb. You know, there's always a reason for stuff like that. You're not going to spend money to attach a part. That was my token for forgiveness. Well, I bought him McDonald's before I insulted him, so, or not insulted, I guess, teasing him. But yeah, that could be, yeah. That was my apology ahead of the offense. All right. So that's it for me. I'm outie like a belly button. Show it again. Show it again. So we've got here. Let's show this one to see how well we can flip without it being officially bound together. So we've got the cover, and then some lined paper, and then a little baggie. And this one has this little pitcher full of flowers in it. And then some striped paper, cheerfully striped. And then some more lined paper. And then another bag. And this one says, pretty as a flower. And then we got some more flowery paper and some more lined paper and this says thanks. So that's what gratitude is all about, right? Being thankful. And then we got some more lined paper and some more lined paper and some more at the back of that second signature. And that houses paper and this that says, you make me happy. You make me happy. And then some more lined paper in the back of the lined paper and in the back of that signature. But if you like the other cover better, you could technically pull the whole shebang out and switch it so that striped. And you know what? I got a really good idea. Excuse me. Now I got the hiccups. I got a really good idea for this cover, because if it was me, I would totally be writing stuff in these lines. Like, I would just make all kinds of all my primary things that I'm happy for, which would, be like, my family and stuff, but my health, my dog. But yeah, so that's that. I just picked out some cheerful paper and then I put the bags in. My goal for today is to be able to sit in the computer room to craft by tonight. My gratitude for the day. You can do it, Sue. I know you can do it. You know what I do when I have to stay focused? I fast. Have you ever went all day without eating? Have you ever noticed how much energy you have when you don't eat? When I get a lot accomplished, that's why I don't eat in the morning. When I want to get a lot accomplished, I will go as long as I can without eating, and I have so much. How is the big journal coming along? When's the last time you seen the big journal? I put some little details in last night, but you saw it yesterday, didn't you? All the time. Yeah. Stu, it works. It really does. Like fasting clears your mind and lets your body catch up all the tasks that, believe it or not, your body does a lot of work that you don't know about, right? And breaking down food is just one of those things. And when it's really working hard to break down a lot of different foods that you put in your mouth and decide where those nutrients and fats and carbohydrates and things have to go and put the proteins, it's working hard. When you don't eat and it catches that process up, that metabolic process, and you haven't had anything to eat, it can go on to do other things, including let you process thought faster because it can feed your mind what it needs in order for you to process thought. Is that weird how I put that? All right, ladies. I hate to leave the live, but I'm done, and I do have some stuff to do today, and I have to work tonight, so I have a bunch of mess to get cleaned up here in my here in my little area. I gotta put all this junk back. Look at all those ponytail holders. Like I get a billion ponytail holders and rings in there. Oh my. You must be a skinny mini girl from not eating. You'll be so glad when you're done, though, Jenny. I tell you what, just when I think I'm organized, I think, oh, you know what? It would be better to have this over here. And the weird thing is, like I used to use sprays a lot, and I had a bunch of my sprays in reach, and I just now moved them away because I kind of got over the sprays. I'm off of all the distressings. All my distressings are pretty much dry now. I still have distress sprays and ink sprays, and I still use the distressed dauber paints. But a lot of that stuff I kind of have moved away from my desk and went back to my old tried and true stuff, which was acrylic craft paint, jelly rolls, Sharpies, Faber-Castell markers, all kinds of stuff. But I think it's just a constant evolution. I don't think we ever truly get everything where we want it in the end. I wish I had enough space to have a craft room and to have the furniture I need to spread out to where I had enough room for everything I have and room to grow if I wanted more. But I don't ever foresee that happening. I think my main problem is I want everything within reach. I want everything within reach. And I have a lot of things now, a lot of important things where I can turn and grab them. And it's taken me years of arranging and rearranging and arranging again to hone in on the system that I have right now. And if you came into my craft area, you may never be able to find anything, but for some reason it just works for me. You know what? I sleep. I'll take a nap later, and then when I get home from being up so long, I'll be tired tomorrow morning, and I'll go straight to bed. And so as soon as I get off, which might be 6, closer to 6, it might be closer to 8, but when I get home, a lot of times I'm really wound up. I'll come out here in the craft area. A lot of times I'll flip on a live for a while if I'm going to work on something. And it takes me about an hour to unwind. And then I'll go to bed. I'll go straight to bed and just sleep like a rock until anywhere from 2 to 4 in the afternoon. But after that, it's on, like, because after that, then my sleep is like caught up and I'm okay for a few days. So sometimes I'll sleep and sometimes I won't. But if I can get one really good day's sleep, which I usually do on Tuesday, after that, it's on. No telling. I might stay up all day or I might come home and go straight to bed. I feel pretty good lately, but I started taking magnesium again and B complex, and I really feel like those are things I'm clearly deficient in. Even though I think I eat a diet enough in it, but magnesium has a lot to do with your nerves and your, and so does the vitamin B and your energy levels and your moods. And so, and D3, I think I'm going to start D3, but I think menopause is making me dangerous. I am tempted to say things that I don't normally say. I told Dad this a while back. Like, at one point, somebody cut me off, and I'm never road rage. I never pay any attention to other people. I just figure, oh, well, maybe they have a family emergency, or I know I've got those calls before that my mom's having a heart attack. My mom's had like 6 heart attacks now. Okay. So, but I've got those phone calls where I'm like, get out of my way. I'm, trying to get where I'm going. So I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But the other day I was like, I'm going to hit these people just because they made, you know what? I'm just going to hit them. I haven't had an accident in 30 years. I'm going to slam my car into them because they made me so mad. I was like, and that reminds me of, you remember Fried Green Tomatoes, where that girl pulls into her spot and she just slams into her. And she was like, what are you doing, lady? Are you crazy? And she's like, well, I'm older and I have more insurance. And so I kind of, for a second, I felt that way. I was like, I'm gonna hit their car. I was like, do I ever do live using paint? I don't, but I could. I mean, I did one day. What did I do? Well, I didn't actually paint anything. I sponge painted some labels to make ephemera, like I did backgrounds for stamps and stuff out of acrylics, but I didn't actually paint something. The funny thing is, if I do a live, if I set the camera, and I usually paint standing up, if I did a live, I might not say anything. So I might look up and there'd be either a bunch of people mad that I'm not answering questions, or everybody'd be gone and I'd forget the video was on. I'd be scratching my boob or something. And anyway, I better go. I better go get this mess cleaned up. I have a couple things I want to do. And I don't know what the weather is going to be like today here, but I think I'm going to try to organize my area a little bit here. And then I've got this box to Lisa, my friend Lisa. I've got to get this box out to her. And I think I'm just going to split it up now because it's getting ridiculous. And it is going to be October 1st tomorrow, and I have Halloween stuff in here for her. So I got to get this box out. So maybe I'll work on that. All right. Well, I have everybody's address but you, Kim. Kim, can I call you Kimmy now that we were talking about Full House? Because I love the neighbor Kimmy. Do you remember Kimmy next door? She was always so serious, too. She'd tell a joke and have a serious look on her face. I don't know how she kept from laughing. Kim, I am nightnursedana@gmail.com if you want to email me. Oh, I love you, Jenny. I'm glad you came by again, twice in one day. I'm sorry, I'm probably going to miss Tutorial Sunday, but if you guys don't forget, Jenny has Tutorial Sundays. Are you going to cook something today, Jenny? What time is it? What time are you going going live? All the dust on this. Look at my nails. Oh. Plug an ad right here, Jenny. Give yourself some free advertising. So if Sue's up and if Sue's in the middle, Sue, you can listen while you clean. I bet Sue's going to be on YouTube all day listening. And YouTube's better than the video. I think it's more company when someone's talking, don't you? Not sure, maybe in a couple of hours. I still got to learn to make empanadas. I have to. My coworker made chicken enchiladas 2 weeks ago for us and left them on top of the car. I never had her enchiladas, but I love chicken enchiladas. And she left them on top of the car. And she said, boy, I made some cat happy or some dog happy running around because they're on the ground somewhere between here and work. And I said, oh my gosh. Oh, the video is up. Ooh, I might have to go to the store. All right. I'm going to watch your process. I've never made them before. So yeah. I need the full instruction. You made them this morning? I missed you already this morning? Aren't you? Oh, I guess it is noon. I've been on for a minute then, because I started this at I don't know. It's ridiculously long. I don't know. It don't say a time on here. Oh, 2 hours ago. Did I see your address? Oh, I do. Yes, 9 Quinn Street. Okay. Girl, hang on. Let me write this down. And you can retract that so that it's not on the playback for everybody to see. Okay? So hang on. Let me write this down. Yeah, this is my little list of things. Two, three, 6. Is it CLAF? I need my glasses. CLAF LIN. All right, Kim, you're getting a gratitude journal in the mail. And we're going to start them November 1st. So between now and then, if you want to decorate them or do whatever, feel free to play with them. But starting November 1st, which is Thanksgiving, which is kind of the month of thankfulness anyway. You know, everybody's always doing that stuff on Facebook and whatever. And you can choose to share them or you don't have to share them on your Instagram or your channel or anything, but just do what you want with them. But I'm going to start November 1st, and I am going to write in mine every day. That's my goal for November. I'm going to try to write every day because every day there's something to be thankful about, right? So How did I miss that? Kim, you love empanadas. There's a recipe. She's got a recipe. Yeah. Do you want me to take it off here? Let me delete it for you. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to remove this comment. Okay. I deleted your address, Kim. So it's not going to show up, okay? In any replays, hopefully. Next time, I think if you like scroll, I don't know, when you're on a device, I've never had to retract a statement, so I don't know. But I think if you go touch it, there should be like 3 little dots to the right of it. And I think you can retract it. It says on there, I deleted it, but you can retract a message after you put it up. All right, well, have a good day, ladies. I don't have an ending to my videos. You know it? Jenny has an ending. She's like, what does she say? She says, what? Be kind because it's free, because it's free.com up in here. She goes, remember, I love you from the bottom of my heart, not the bottom of my, because I don't have any of those, but I don't know what that means. But I need an ending. I need a closing statement, don't I? That's cute, though. Hers is cute. I'm going to steal yours for today. All right, ladies. Oh, of course. Of course. You know, I'm slow. You know, I'm a little slow. That's good. Okay, that's good. Of course. Of course. Of course, that's what it is. Okay, now my eyes are watering. Thanks for the laughs, ladies. You crack-a-lacking me up all the time. Bye. Have a good day. Happy Monday. Bye.